So there I was, in a car full of dudes I barely knew, headed to the front line. Okay, so today I'm basically going to be reacting to my own gameplay footage, kind of commentating our way through it and explaining what was going on. I've done one of these in the past and I think people enjoyed it and I really enjoyed it, but ultimately it was on my old PC, so there were a lot of complaints about FPS, which was very valid because now that I have a new PC, I realized how friggin' terrible it was. Okay, so I go to jump in this car and this guy sees me and then he just drives off. Don't be that guy. The server rules actually state not to do that, but anyway, this is the SpearHead Ultra Hardcore. So on this server, if you die, you have to respawn back at MOB. And this guy here, he's all good. He spawns a car. He's like, "Let's go, bro." So I jump in and holy moly, strap in. So right here, I'm thinking like, okay, this is either gonna go great or terribly, as he just plows through the pile of pallets there, but it wasn't so bad. And it was around about this point here where I realized I was in good hands. This guy actually turned out to be one of the better drivers I've ever had in Reforger, for sure. I'm not sure what happens here. I don't know if those two ran into each other or hit a mine, but ultimately they met their demise. But this guy here just handled it nicely and swerved around them. We're all good. So we push on in. We're near the AO now, and he's weaving through these obstacles here. And it's right about here I start to hear a drone. I actually think it's friendly at first. Kind of getting situated. Yeah, it wasn't friendly. So I know I got to get out of the car real quick because there might be another one, and then probably going for us to try to get this guy out to try and get him to safety and heal him up. But he's dunzos, unfortunately. So now it's time to get out of here. I know we've probably just drawn a lot of attention with the explosion and the car's still running. Kind of hold here because I just have no idea what's going on at this stage and who's where and what's what. Only the squad leaders show up on the thing. So I'm there for about a few minutes and then I noticed this guy. I actually thought he was friendly at first. I had to check the binos. And so I drop him. The reason I thought he was friendly is because I thought he'd seen me and he was just so casually and slowly walking out in the open that I thought he was a friendly and had seen me, and that's why he was so casual. But no, definitely a Russian. So I drop him and I kind of keep playing the bushwalkie game for a few minutes here, and it paid off because his mate either come to heal him or loot him, and we get rid of him as well. This my signature move is missing dead checks because I'm a terrible shot. And then I don't want to play the bushwalkie game too much longer, but I'm kind of in a high traffic area and I'm not 100% sure what's going on. I know for sure that between, I think it's Point New York, so Trench Fob, and Point Hawaii, which is the frontline point just here, I know it's kind of going back and forth. We hold Trench Fob at the moment, but the Russians keep attacking it, and so I don't really know whether I should push back to New York, as you see there, Trench Fob, or push forward to Hawaii for when the guys take it back. And neither of them are really a safe option for me. Pushing back to trench fob by myself, I have to cross some pretty dodgy ground, and pushing into Hawaii is a mission in itself, which you will see shortly. So I decide on kind of holding short here for a bit and kind of being a blocking force, because this is kind of a high traffic area, so I know that there's likely going to be Russians heading this way. And I'm kind of thinking, well, if the guys can handle New York quickly, then I can stay here and then just push on to Hawaii and kind of get the jump on the Russians. But things start going bad. We start losing Colorado as well. And then right as I start to head back, a friendly BMP comes through and supports the troops on New York and Colorado, and we get it back, and we kind of take the advantage there. So I decided to start pressing into Hawaii, and as you can see, it is a sketchy thing to do. So I'm hightailing it to the trench here, and yeah, actually, it's amazing how much safety you feel from finally dropping down into that trench. And that begins the slow push in. This is a few minutes later. I've pushed through the trenches for a few minutes now. And just there, the friendly CAS pilot asked me to hold short as he unloads on the point. Now I'm kind of getting situated, trying to see where friendlies are, but like I think I mentioned, only squad leaders are shown on the map. And once the chopper pilot's done, well, I thought he was done, he actually came back for another run, as you'll see in a sec. I start to push in to begin the assault on the point. And right here, you see I almost jumped the gun a little bit, but another friendly lets him know there. And it's ultimately all good.
You have friendlies on Hawaii. Quick question.
So I see now that I've got friendlies coming up on my right, and I'm fairly confident that I don't have any on my left or beyond the point directly in front of me. So I'm just kind of trying to confirm that. I know there's definitely hostiles on the point.
He's been gone for a minute, and we're kind of in a shitty position, so I feel like it's a bit of an experience issue.
And then friendlies start hitting the point with RPGs and soon GLs and stuff. So I start to push in, try get within frag range, so I can start tossing frags, because I don't want to use my RPG, my lore. I think I've got a lore on me. I don't want to use that in case we come across enemy armor, so I'm trying to save that. And I'm just pushing in, trying to get within frag range. And there's just so many angles here. There's like trenches all around me. There's one right in front of me. You just can get taken out from so many angles pushing this point. This is definitely my favorite server at the moment, and I can't imagine that there'll be one that kind of takes that spot anytime soon, because I love that they push the realism. And here I'm just unloading all my frags on the point while the other friendlies unload RPGs and GLs. Yeah, the not being able to spawn on the points other than MOB when you die, it encourages people to play in a more cautious, realistic kind of manner. Most of the time, the guys on the server are easily the best I've ever come across for a public server. You know, it's not perfect, no server is, but mostly guys in here, every time I play, I generally end up teaming up with randoms and having some kind of coordination. Most of the time there's decent communication, and here I start to push the point. The frags and GLs stop from the friendlies, so we push the point, and there I see a squirter, a Russian, running for his life, and I'm like I smell blood in the water, absolutely blow my shot there, and I'm just on him. I want this guy. He decides to backtrack, and we drop him. I'm thinking to myself now, don't get too excited. There could be more I don't know how I had lost him there for a sec, but anyway, go finish him off. I'm just kind of tunnel vision here, standing up high in the open. I think that was a drone I heard there, so I jumped back in the trench. And after a few minutes, the friendlies rallied up on the point. We've kind of got control of it now. We're just taking care of any squirters. There's one in the trench in front of me. The friendlies are kind of pinning him down there, and I think that I'll take advantage of that and get him. And I lose track of him. I'm not sure if he's gone or I've gone past him. So I drop down low and I'm thinking I need to kind of get to some safety here. And after an hour in the AO, nearly an hour, just like that, I'm taken out. So now we'll move on to the next life. I started infilling with these guys, and then they heard there was a transport chopper at base, so they turned around, which kind of annoys me a little bit, because I actually ended up getting to the AO at the same time as this chopper, and I'd had some bad runs in the chopper before this, so I was like, no, I'm taking the car. I thought I had that guy in the back with me, but turns out he had disconnected or something. He was having a little sweep, and I pull in just off the point here, just off trench fob, I think. I hate how the bushes do this. I think in the next update they actually, well, they're at least going to be disturbed, and this is a minute and a half later. Push into this bunker, start taking inaccurate shots, but close. And my heart's pumping here because this was just I felt like I was being hunted. So I know I can't stay here long. This isn't good. I know he's got the drop on me. He knows where I am. I don't know where he is. And I begin to look for ways out. And there's not really many options. So resort to smoke and get out of there, because I know in a second frags or something is going to start, or they're going to push me. I don't know how many there are. I think I'd heard multiple footsteps, so I'm thinking there's two. So I run out of there, and surprisingly he didn't actually see me. Just in the nick of time, because there's the RPG. So I hang out here for a minute, and I basically want to turn the situation around. So now I'm in a position where I can know where he is, and he doesn't know where I am. So I once again get my bushwookie on. I kind of hold here for a minute. No, not long. It must have been 30 seconds. I don't know if I even cut any footage out here. And he obviously pushes the bunker, realizes I'm not in there. I can hear him running around a bit, and I see a guy scoot past right to left just there. I think that's him at first. So I start throwing frags. Not really expecting to kill him with them, but hoping I can at least do some damage. And I get up and I go to start pushing him, and because I can't stay here forever, and then I start to hear movement real close by. Thought I seen a guy to the right there, that's why I swung right so quickly, and then locked back onto him and finished him off. And so it's going good now. This is one of those moments where my heart was pumping. You know, I only get that from PvP, and I don't get that very often, where you feel like you're kind of a little bit shaky because it's intense. It's like being hunted, you know. It's that's what we do it for, right? I don't know if everyone gets that, but you know, when it's really tense, I love those moments. So here I'm kind of just listening. I don't really know where anyone is. It starts really kind of kicking off, and it's just big fog of war. I really played poorly here. I don't realize there's a trench just up there, and when it really starts to kick off, I'm just completely confused. Now in hindsight, watching it back, it's so blatantly obvious, but this is just a few seconds later. I just cut a bit out there just for brevity, but yeah, I should know. The friendlies are off to my left here, and I'm just utterly confused for some reason. And it's you know, I know it's just a game, but it creates, you know, a fog of war situation. It's so obvious now watching it, but obviously there's a pretty full-on exchange going on. I want to get in the fight. I don't want to just be sitting here. So I start running towards this bunker. Now, call me blind. I think I actually do need glasses. I did not see that trench. I don't know how. And then I'm like, oh, crap. Start taking shots of friendlies. Then I realize... Friendly. They return fire. Now, if I was... I would have healed them. I would have healed me if I was them, but I would have been a little bit annoyed that the person running into the trench had taken shots at me. But anyway, they were good enough to heal me up, and they had a heck of a fight on their hands while I'm laying here unconscious. There's some other guys there, and they are just fending off a vicious trench assault. the Russians start throwing frags, and somehow these guys manage to hold them off, and I eventually wake up, and it's all good. Yeah, legends, thank you. And I kind of apologize to them, yeah.
You ran up on us in the middle of a fight.
Yeah, no, sorry man, I had a couple close before and I thought you were them. Yes please.
Pressing.
Shot somewhere on the west.
Thank you. Yeah, so as I said to them there, I thought they were basically the friends of the guy that I was fighting before. I was completely wrong. So we kind of get situated here, work out what's what, and we decide to push into the point. And we meet up some more friendlies come in on us here.
Friendly.
Lucky no blue on blue. Could have been bad. It's so hard to see the armbands in the dark. Well, you can see them, but you can't distinguish what color they are. So anyway, we're pushing into the point here, and we're getting pretty close. There's a abandoned Humvee there. One of the guys that met up with us decided to jump in it, which was not the best move. But since we only had like, I don't know, 50 meters to the point.
Hey, why are we using the... We don't need the Humvee right now.
So he tells him to jump out of the Humvee and things go south. If you watch that bunker, a Russian comes out of the bunker. He thinks we're friendly at first, and then he just opens fire, and well, actually one of our guys actually took him out, and we were laying here for about 5 minutes slowly dying off while the guy that was still up was fending off Russians, and eventually they overrun him, and we all met our demise.
You guys don't even...
So that's that. I'll keep this one kind of short. I really enjoy doing these. It's just a lot of fun. It's a bit more casual, and I feel like I get to kind of have a conversation with you guys, as weird as that sounds. But if you do like them and you want me to do more, let me know in the comments, because I'd be happy to if people do enjoy them. And I'll leave a link to my Discord in the description. We have a community server. We've recently moved back to Reforger for our community events, and we've got some stuff coming up. So sweet, peace, have a good day, and I'll see you again soon.